back to the Man Cave Experience with myself, Cedric Edison, and my amazing friend, Ron Servin. And we appreciate y'all joining. Hey, we appreciate y'all joining us, man, week in and week out, just spending a little bit of time with us, just talking about various topics and bringing it to y'all. But man, let me check in first with my boy. What's up out there, birthday boy?
Wow, made it to 56. Yeah, so I just remember back. I'm doing great. Just today, we actually had a nice lunch with my wife, and we kind of talked, how nice that was. She's about 30 minutes or so away from home. Just how nice it was just to, kind of have a break in her day, me having time to schedule things in my life now that I'm retired. So we're like, let's just set this lunch date once a month to meet up, on a regular basis. So, but it was nice. It was just, just really nice just to kind of, again, pause of her day where things have been hectic and just to celebrate, the birthday, just celebrate each other. And now I'm here celebrating with you and all of those that are listening in, whether it's a portion of it or all of it, and just feeling it's so right, whatever you might get from that, but feeling great, feeling 56 is just a number to me. It doesn't feel like it's something that defines who I am or where I should be in my life or what I should be doing in my life. It's just a number that lets me know that I'm still alive, right? It hasn't terminated. It's still moving in the direction of getting higher, which is good, right? So yeah, just feeling a lot of flow in my life right now. Just a lot of things just kind of settling in. Still in a little bit of transition from retirement, repurposing my life as a coach and a consultant. So just enjoying the moment, enjoying the space, enjoying being here with you, Ced, and just curious on how things been flowing for you, hopefully flowing nicely.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Everything, the fog is clearing, man. That's the best way I can explain it. Haven't felt this, I don't know, man, this feeling in a long time, man. It seemed like everything is just in alignment.
Nice.
And just enjoying that, man, and riding it out on that, brother.
And it's interesting because knowing that life happens, right? Where you're going to get kicked off your game, or it's like, how do we navigate life knowing that there's things that are going to be setbacks, things are going to be challenges. So I love the fact that we're resilient in the way that we can, hopefully take on those barriers or roadblocks. Hopefully we're not creating those roadblocks to actually continue forward and have as much clarity in our life that we can.
Yeah, man. I'm curious, man. 56 trips around that good old sun, huh? So kind of explain to me how the progression has been, experiencing birthdays for you. Because we probably got about a 15-year gap in there. So how's it been, man? Like, did you even have the party stage and the crazy stage and where are we now?
Yeah, I guess if I sit here and think about it, I remember what comes to my mind is and I was sharing this with my mom actually a couple of weeks ago when I met up with her, of this, this brown and black and white striped shirt, button-up shirt, little short sleeve shirt, little, corduroy pants, I think it was, but little cowboy hat on, and just being happy, just celebrating, that time of the year when I was, my birthday, and just, having, a lot of times it would be just cousins and, kind of close family type parties. And there's probably parties that I miss, being 56, there's moments in my life that aren't as clear as that I'd like them to be. But more recently, my wife actually did a surprise party for me on my 50th birthday. And it was fantastic. It was, at a beautiful location down by the beach, overlooking the water, just a lot of unexpected friends that were there. And it was just really, it's something that my wife has always, as long as we've been together, just always done a great job of just making it feel as special of a day that it, that it is. And so I think now that I'm, kind of in this stage now of my life where, you know, again, it's a number, I think 60 is coming, right? What does 60 mean? Does 60 mean anything different than 50? So it's how I feel. So I think when I look back, being happy as a young boy, having some ebb and flows in my life, and birthdays that, maybe have been more memorable than others, but, it's just now settling into, I guess, just the celebration of actually being born, right? Just, I think we have parties and all these, memories of different things we did, but, how much of that time in celebration do we just celebrate the fact that we're on this earth, that we're alive, that our mothers gave birth to us, and really, give more meaning to that versus just the presents and all the things that are, contribute to that experience.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I can definitely understand that, because it's been interesting for me, man. Like my everything used to be revolved around my birthday. That was the pinnacle of the year, you know. And it still is now, but it shifted a little bit. It's more just kind of chill. And I'm like, yo, you made it, boy. You made it another one.
Is there one that stands out for you? I mean, a birthday that, is like the one that comes to your mind more than others?
Um, Two really. Uh, it was my ninth birthday. That was the only birthday I ever had a party, and I remember that one.
Mm.
And then my 34th birthday, uh, because that was the birthday I had, because I had my surgery in May, my heart surgery in May, and then July. So I was still in the hospital, but it was more like,
Wow.
woo, all right, yeah, you made it. You made
Wow.
it.
I mean, that's pretty, just think about that. Just an experience, a traumatic experience where, could have been a loss of life. Now you're celebrating being alive, and just, that's got to be something that just, like you said,
That's
is,
when
yeah. I
that
mean,
was the shift. That
yeah.
was the shift, because I had gotten to a point to where I was a little bit older, and it wasn't all about the turn up and the party, and I was past all that. And it was just like, oh, I won't even lie. I felt like, I won't say like most people, but like a lot of people, where, oh man, it's just another day. It's cool. It's my birthday, but hell, I'm not even going out to eat. Like, cool, yay. Like, I don't need anything. And then when, after that, it's like, man, I am here. Like, what a blessing. And it's still not about I don't really necessarily celebrate it like that, man. Honestly, we go to Pluckers. If y'all don't know,
I've
like
been
out
there.
here, yeah, when he came down, it's a little chicken joint out here, and this is not a paid advertisement for them, man. Yeah, man, we just go to Pluckers or something like that. You know, keep
Yeah,
it
it's
real
funny.
simple.
When you're talking there, I was thinking about, when we have the birthday cake, right, and we're singing happy birthday, and we're blowing out that candle, and and not so much recently, but I know in the past where it's like, you make a wish, right? You wish for something, but it's like, how often, I'm just curious on how often people in their life, when they make that wish, birthday ends, life goes on, that they really, because I think that's, kind of coincides with us as coaches, how we want to draw out what people really want in their life, right? This life experience, or a change in their life, or something they want to, step into. So I was just sitting here thinking about that. It's like, we have that opportunity every year as a birthday wish, and is that wish something that people are really giving a lot of value to, first of all, and then also, if they are they taking actions in their life to, kind of see that wish come true? Because I think it could be just, I wish I, got more presents, or, whatever it might be. It's just, I'm thinking about how we as human beings, when we make that wish, do we like set up those, the inevitable success, right? We're wishing this will happen for us. We're wishing that this comes into our life. I'm just, kind of rambling to a little bit, but I'm just, it's like, do we give a lot of value to that? And then do we actually follow through and try to make that wish come true? Because wishes don't just happen typically, right? And we can support, something we're trying to do and give it the best chance to coming true. But, it's interesting just to, going through that whole process of singing a song and honoring somebody and doing all that. And then just that one opportunity to have that big wish, right? What do I wish for? And those could be, that could just, I wish my parents were still together, or, all those sentimental things that, we kind of hold within that we're not sharing with everybody else. And so I'm wondering how, if you were to survey a bunch of people, it's like, how many of your birthday wishes actually came true? And if not, was it something you actually pursued and tried to make, come to fruition in your life?
It's interesting you brought up that part, about the survey and the questioning around how many of them came true. Because I was gonna say, man, I want to play on the con side of this and on the against, to where I would probably say, if we were talking to a bunch of adults, in my honest opinion, if they were to be honest, I don't think they make a wish anymore.
Yeah.
And this could just be coming based on how I look at them.
Right.
And the reason being because we hear about the wishes in our innocence, when we're young, make a wish.
Right.
And some of them are crazy or whatever, because we're young, we're using that open mind. Oh, I want a unicorn with 4 dragonfly wings or whatever. And then you don't get it. It's like, okay, well, what's the point? Or then, you may get a little bit realistic, man, I really want a PlayStation, or wish for whatever, and you don't get it, and then you kind of stop. And like I said, it could be biased because that's how my experiences has been, and you just kind of go through the motions. Or they have a cake, oh, blow out the candles, make a wish, and you just, you're at Papa Do's or whatever, and you just blow out the candles and okay, yeah, I made a wish.
I was just thinking, as we get older, we're just focusing on if we can actually blow out that many candles, right? It's not about the wish.
Right. Can I blow them out, and I hope I don't spit on it?
Exactly, right? I guess that's more the important thing. I don't care. I don't have a wish. I just wish that I wouldn't have to, blow out so many candles or something, that's just, yeah, I agree. I think it is. But I guess, looking back at my childhood experience, not knowing what we need to do in our life to, when we wish something might happen, or we hope that something might happen, or we set goals, or kind of set the bar in our life of what we want to experience. I guess that's that starting point, right? Or part of the starting point when we're asked that question too, what would you really want in your life, and blowing out a candle and hope, and having hope as a young child that maybe this will happen. Kind of an interesting thing that we've now again stepped into as coaches to take that to a higher level of, what's possible for you, and what can you do to, kind of, improve your habits, let go of certain things, step into, your purpose, all these things that, you can have that wish or that dream and actually realize that you're in control of that. You're determining whether or not that wish might come true for you. So,
yeah. And then it's a mark in time too. You got a marker, a start, like you said, that starting point. I got 365 to gauge. Okay, now we're back here. What have I done?
Right. And it's funny how, you look back on, Facebook does it in general, just those, markers in your life where, a year ago, 2 years ago. So I was just seeing some of the posts that I posted a couple, over the last couple of years. And, it's interesting how we have, just the memory of those things, and, where we were at that point of our life. And now there's another year that we're, 365 days later, how many of those things that we were talking about then are still part of our conversation or our narrative now. And I recognized a lot of similar things that I was talking about then. I was kind of in that transitional time, during my birthday. not 2 years. Well, 2 years ago, there was, discussion about it more. Last year is I was actually going to be retired on my birthday. So, um, so this birthday has been, even more special because I was able to, retire, step away from my job of 35 plus years. Um, and now have a celebration of that, Christmas, New Year's, and now birthday, of just kind of having this, newfound, space in my life to just be the best possible father, best possible husband, best possible friend, um, hopefully best possible man on this earth. So it's all these little markers that I'm going through now, and this more recent one today being my birthday, just really kind of excited, excited that I feel like there's half of my life left. I mean, how, you know, as we've evolved and we've had improvements in health and things like that, to where, it's not out of the question, right, that I could live to 100 years old. So,
Right.
and we'll be doing the Man Cave when I'm that age. So it'll be interesting. Hey, Cedric, how you doing out there? Is that you? That?
Right. Speak up.
I can't hear you. Yeah, but by then, think about the technology. We won't even be on a computer. We'll just be like sending messages telepathically, and it'll be like this bubble up above our head that's that's streaming this live into the universe. That, just imagine that, right?
Yeah, it's highly likely, man. Hell, you can pay just by putting your phone next to a machine now.
Yeah.
I would have argued you down 10 years ago.
Right.
Like, no way.
But for you, it's like, you're at that stage now of your life where, birthdays are very, kind of, markers, because you've got a young son that's, 1 year old, 2 years old, all these, and then the different experiences that you're, kind of, I guess, thinking that are coming as a result of how others, tell you, oh, the twos are terrible, or the threes are this, or the fours are that. So it's like these birthdays that come almost like give you a fair warning of, what might be coming as a result of others telling you their experience. So, it's interesting how, birthdays have different meanings, as a parent, right? In our life, child turns 18, child turns 21, just those different ways that we understand how others are experiencing the same age that we experienced in our life.
Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. Man, I do think about that, and I'm like, it's another one. Okay. So we got to start mentally preparing for the twos, and then it was something else for the threes. It's terrible twos and something threes. And I'm like, I see it. We're here. Like, but man, something else happens for me, because of my medical history. I struggle some on my birthdays, coming around it. Um, Kind of shortly thereafter, it's like a quick second, just that one thought, like, ooh, you may not live as long as everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And you go into that one like, okay, you got the used parts, and I wanted to bring that up. I gotta be completely vulnerable here with you and the audience. Like, I deal with I know there's somebody else out there that kind of get down and out around their birthday. And I was just wondering, because 56 is not old, but I know, like, when reality kick in for me, I'm like, man, shit, I think my mama's 66. I'm about to be 41. This 41 came quick. I only got about another 41. Like, does that ever come up?
That's a good point. I actually have thought about that. It's like, you look at, I guess when I've thought about that, I've been able to really kind of look back at all the experiences I've had up till today. I think if you just look, if I just look at the number and think about ahead, I've got, 50 years left in my life. If I was just to kind of replay all the things that I've, can remember in my life, I mean, I think that would give me a lot of, kind of understanding of where the time has gone. and I think it's a lifestyle too. I think, when we're in, we're not in the moment and we're just kind of busy with sports, busy with work, busy with, relationships, and we don't ever come to the point in our life, which I think you and I are at now, is where we're more mindful. We practice meditation. We, try to be more and more present in the moment. Um, I think just that alone allows me to look at the years ahead of me as being much more expansive, because I think, I can actually do the things now, since I've been able to understand, how mindfulness and meditation can benefit me. I can sit and just be. I can, do something and really be present with that. And
Yeah.
I think that has, so I think when people say automatically that life goes faster when you get older, I think that's just your perception of what life is going on, like for you, and just not really cherishing the moment, not spending time in the moment, just, blasting through the day and then the week and then the month and the year, and not even having any type of pause in your life just to breathe and make
Yeah.
that a habit, stop and make that a point that you actually take those moments now in your life. And I would encourage you, the listener, whatever age you are, if you feel like life has passed you by and you look at that birthday that's coming up, and that's a marker for you that the life seems to be getting shorter because you've got, you've lived a certain amount of years, and you've lost people in your life, and you start looking at those numbers. Irregardless of what that might look like, for me at least, is I think when you actually become, willing to be, practice being in the moment, practice mindfulness, I think the time you have, regardless of how much time is left for you, is going to be a lot more nourishing, a lot more, beneficial, a lot more real. And I think if I, was given that, that sentence of you've got 1 year left to live, although there'd be lots of things that I would be in the moment sad about not experiencing, or what my family might experience as me not being there. I also feel like, my life has been very fulfilling, that, if it, and I feel at peace with that. So,
Yeah. Yeah. If for you guys out there, man, I know I'm probably winding down for my 2 cents today. But I like what you said, man, about the mindfulness. If y'all the type, the young people that might be listening in, you the termite, or just the average, or it's just another day, or you the reflective type. I would just invite you to just take a moment and reflect over it, and celebrate you, even if it's just for a minute, 5 minutes. Just celebrate you, the accomplishments, because the reality is you still batting at 100% against all the bullshit that's been thrown at you, because you're here. You batting 100%. You're killed by it. You haven't been knocked out. You're still batting 100%. So yeah, enjoy that and celebrate that. Then, however, if you want to go paint with a twist, go eat you some yard bird at Pluckers, or go turn up and do 21 shots. I wouldn't recommend it. The next day it's not gonna feel great. But yeah, man, celebrate yourself, man. And Ron, man, from the bottom, man, happy birthday. And I know he probably mad because we talked earlier and I on the phone and I didn't even tell him happy birthday. So my
you know what the
apologies.
punishment is for that, though?
Huh?
You know what the punishment is for that?
What's that?
You got to sing happy birthday to me right now.
Oh man, all
Come on,
right.
give it to me.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ron. Happy birthday to you.
Nice.
Many more. That's the only part. I know it's another verse or something.
Right? And that's what we give you from the Man Cave. Birthday experiences, vulnerability. You never know what's coming your way. So we appreciate you being here with us, being who you are, and share the word, share what we're doing here. Any little bit that might be beneficial to you, that's all we're here for. So we love you. Appreciate you, Cedric. And we will see you next time.
Yes, yes. Have a good loop.